So, Donald Trump has just been banned from social media after stoking the flames so much that his supporters took it upon themselves to storm the Capitol in an attempt to delay our election. The thing is, while many people are either supporting or strongly opposing this decision, I haven't seen anyone ask one main question: does deplatforming even work? In this mini episode of Finding Subtext, I hope to figure that out. Let's get into this. In the era of social media, we expect companies to have some level of morality. Americans spend billions of dollars a year on organic or fair trade products. Sometimes try to boycott products that don't stand in line with our values. Because of this, society has generally reached a conclusion that it's okay to ban people if they are using the platform to inflict or harm others, even if they're doing so in the process of endorsing a political movement. Websites have always had the ability to ban people breaking their terms of service. Even the stain on the internet known as 4chan reserves this right. I would know. My 16-year-old self unfortunately used 4chan and was banned multiple times.
When the world is in conflict, Twitter takes center stage. Once just a social network, Twitter's become a platform where democracies are born, dictatorships overthrown.
However, it wasn't until 2014 when we saw websites begin to ban accounts linked with social or political movements. The international news story at that time was Middle Eastern terror groups. We were so scared of the ideology responsible spreading to America or recruiting Americans. Twitter took it upon themselves to begin banning recruiters off the website completely. They didn't want their platform to be used for literal terrorism, and rightfully so. It wasn't until 2016 when we really saw this trend applied to American political movements. In 2016, the original Gays for Trump guy, who also happened to be a journalist for Breitbart, was banned from Twitter citing harassment of a high-profile actress. This is when we can ask the question if deplatforming really worked, as Milo, whatever the fuck, was primarily advertising himself with Twitter's platform. Viral anti-feminism tweets were really what built his career as a conservative internet personality. Oh, by the way, I voted for cancer on this one. Ugly inside and out, that was really what I was going for in 2016, apparently.
On Monday, Ghostbusters actor Leslie Jones quit Twitter following a series of racist and sexist attacks. One day later, Milo Yiannopoulos, a conservative writer for Breitbart.com, was permanently suspended from Twitter. You've been pretty mean through the years on Twitter.
I've been pretty mean through the years on Twitter, but I don't think that's a reason to excise somebody from the platform.
Milo originally reacted surprisingly well to getting banned. He went after Twitter, but he respected the rights of a private company, which is more than what you can say about most conservatives now, who will sue if they get suspended for 30 days. More info on that in my last video. I definitely expected less from someone who opposed gay marriage, race mixing, and Islam the same year he married a black Muslim man. But I'll take what I can get. But did it stop his career though? Did it stop him and his audience from harassing people as Twitter hoped it would? Well, yeah, actually. After the backlash he received from endorsing pedophilia, because that's something he apparently did, he resigned from Breitbart and entered a career limbo. After getting banned from PayPal and Venmo and most payment processors, he lost the ability to even get donations from similarly deranged people, and had nowhere to post his off-the-cuff ideas other than a giant Telegram group chat. In this group chat, he's revealed he's been unable to find an audience anymore, especially one who he can make money from. Documents also reveal he is now $2 million in debt, and basically nobody takes him seriously anymore. Now all we need to do is rescue his husband, because I can only imagine what it's like to marry a washed-up alt-right racist who is in millions of dollars of debt. 2018 marks the first notable time several major tech companies have come together all at once and banned a massive conservative organization. Alex Jones and his media company InfoWars were banned from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and all Apple products after years of getting away with some truly horrible things. most notably harassing the families of dead school shooting victims for several years while also raking in $20 million a year in the process. So, did deplatforming affect InfoWars in the same way? Well, they no longer boast about making $20 million a year, however they are likely not out of money either. InfoWars has diversified quite a lot, selling untested supplements, toothpaste, refrigerators, and more all through their website. And the content on InfoWars directly promotes this content, as Alex Jones has convinced his followers that the world is ending. So, better spend $597 on freeze-dried food. Because your first line of defense against the liberal mob should always be a nice bowl of chocolate pudding. You gotta get the survival coffee though. My point is, while deplatforming definitely shrunk the InfoWars empire, it doesn't seem to work as well as it did against Milo. For deplatforming to work, it seems to depend a lot on what is being deplatformed and how it's being deplatformed. InfoWars likely would have died out by now if Visa and MasterCard stopped processing payments to InfoWars much like they did with adult websites a few months ago. Not to mention, the second largest InfoWars creator wasn't influenced at all by the deplatforming of InfoWars, which is kind of strange. However, InfoWars is definitely on the decline, but will likely take 10 years or more to fully fade away. So, is deplatforming going to help the Trump situation? The deplatforming has definitely been more extreme than other cases, with even banks and entire cities cutting ties with Trump's organization. The goal seems to be that this will help prevent him from riling up his base and causing another dangerous situation. I have some doubts about how genuine these goals are, because if this is how we could ensure the safety of the country, we should have been doing this when Trump was using social media to downplay a global pandemic. However, it could have been because companies were scared of hostile legislation if they banned Trump during his presidency. Either way, the best we can hope for now is for Trump to fade away with society learning not to accept his ideology in the process. Anyway, that'll be it for this really short mini episode of Finding Subtext. I want to try out doing these little mini episodes more often because I don't want to go months without uploading in between videos, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. I read all of my comments, and if you guys have any ideas of what I should cover, leave it down below. I'm always looking for new conspiracy theories or fringe communities or anything to really cover. So thank you guys so much for watching and putting up with my erratic upload schedule. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.